court, facing charges that threaten to send him to jail for decades. The accusations are splitting his family. His sister Jill Duggar says, "We were shocked to learn of Joe."
Do you know what the number one and biggest rule of the Duggar family has been for years? Stay together, stay faithful, and never let the cracks inside the house show to outsiders. But friends, today, something like a hammer has hit that rule. And it has completely torn the Duggar empire into two pieces. Yes, today I have brought you a shocking and explosive update from inside the Duggar siblings, something you have probably never heard before. What years of scandals and controversies could not fully do. Some recently leaked court documents have done exactly that. So now the big question is, did you know the Duggar siblings have actually split into two sides, and it feels like a silent war is going on? One group is standing fully loyal, trying to protect Jim Bob's image, staying quiet, and defending the family structure at any cost. And the other group is breaking away from all the old rules, standing with Jill, and slowly exposing what they believe is the real truth behind the family. Friends, in today's video, I'm going to show you some explosive details from court papers and inside relationships that will honestly shock you. So don't skip even a second, okay? Because today we are going into those hidden tensions, those secret conflicts that will literally give you goosebumps. And after watching the full video, you'll understand how deep this situation really goes behind the scenes. So tell me friends, what do you think about this split in the Duggar siblings? Who do you support more, Jill, or the rest of the family? Write your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, and share it with your friends. Alright, let's begin. The Duggar family has tried for years to protect one thing above everything else: the family image. Even after cancelled shows, public scandals, documentaries, and constant online criticism, the message has mostly stayed the same. Stay together, stay united, don't publicly challenge the family structure. But lately, something feels different. Recent legal actions and public discussions involving second-generation Duggar family members have started to show a rift that is getting harder and harder to hide. And honestly, this feels like one of the biggest shifts we've seen in their family dynamics over the years. Because now, it's no longer just parents making decisions for young children. We are seeing adult siblings building separate lives, separate careers, and in some cases, completely separate identities from the Duggar name. And when legal matters come into the picture, people naturally start reading between the lines. What's really striking here is how differently each sibling is reacting to this pressure. Some are clearly trying to distance themselves from controversy, staying quiet, staying careful, while others still remain deeply connected to the core family structure and traditional values. And this difference is becoming more visible every year. Because for a long time, the Duggars operated almost like a single public identity. Yes, each person had their own personality, but the family brand always came first. Their TV shows constantly reinforced that image. Everyone smiling together, everyone speaking carefully, everyone supporting the same message. But adulthood changes everything. Marriage changes everything. Children change everything. Careers change everything. Public criticism, of course, changes everything. And now, legal events are forcing discussions into the public space, whether the family wants it or not. One of the main reasons people are paying attention now is because these newer court cases involving second-generation members no longer affect just one person. They affect businesses, sponsorships, public appearances, family events, and even sibling relationships. And why is this important? Because when income, fame, and identity are tied to a family name, staying silent becomes much harder. Especially in today's social media world. If a sibling wants to run a YouTube channel, sell products, write a book, or work with sponsors, they can't think the same way they did 10 years ago. Now, public image is directly connected to financial life. And that's why the younger generation seems more divided than before. Some want a quieter life, independent, away from family conflict. Others still feel comfortable defending the family unit publicly, or staying closely involved. But here's the thing. Neither side is fully safe from criticism. And that's the strange part. Those who distance themselves are sometimes accused of staying silent. And those who stay loyal are criticized for being too involved. So no matter what they do, it feels like there is no completely safe option. And this pressure likely affects real family relationships more than viewers realize. Imagine family gatherings, holidays, weddings, birthdays. While everyone is dealing with public controversy in different ways. Some want privacy, some want statements, some want silence. Naturally, tension builds. And social media has made everything even more intense. Earlier, families controlled their image through television. Carefully edited interviews, controlled appearances, limited exposure. But now, every sibling has their own platform. Instagram posts, YouTube videos, podcasts, statements, follows, unfollows. And everything is analyzed. Even the smallest action is seen as taking sides. That's why these legal developments are not just legal papers anymore. They are being interpreted as emotional positions, public positions. And viewers are noticing patterns. Some siblings are clearly building a different identity, more modern lifestyle, different parenting choices, different messaging. Others are staying close to traditional structures and family loyalty systems. And this shows something important. It shows how difficult it is for reality TV families to move on after the cameras stop rolling. Because the Duggar name still carries attention everywhere. And this connection doesn't fully disappear. And honestly, some siblings seem to be handling it more strategically than others. A few are careful now, very selective with what they share, avoiding drama, focusing on personal life or business. And that approach, whether intentional or not, helps them stay more stable publicly. While others seem more easily pulled into ongoing family debates, simply because of closeness. And again, why does this matter? Because public opinion affects long-term opportunities. Brand deals, audience trust, media coverage, even friendships. Everything can be affected when a family stays controversial for so long. The Duggar story is no longer just reality TV history. It has become reputation management, in real time. Another thing people are talking about is whether the younger generation still wants the same closeness as before. It's a sensitive topic, because families naturally change over time. But with legal issues and public scandals involved, separation can happen even faster. Now some siblings live completely different lives. Different states, different beliefs, different parenting styles, different levels of public exposure. And when people see this, comparisons start immediately. Online reactions have been very intense. Some viewers support those trying to build independent lives. Others feel frustrated when certain members stay silent during major moments. And some loyal fans believe the family is being unfairly judged no matter what they do. So the audience itself is divided. And that matters, because reality TV families depend heavily on viewer loyalty. Once that audience splits into different opinions, managing public image becomes much harder. And unlike before, there is no single TV show controlling the narrative anymore. Now everything changes daily. A public appearance, a court case, a single post. All of it
becomes content for interpretation, and it never really stops. So the biggest lesson here is that the new generation of Duggars is facing something their parents never fully had to deal with. They are trying to balance family loyalty and personal freedom in a world where every move becomes public discussion. And that is not easy, especially when legal cases keep reopening old wounds and creating new debates. And honestly, the clearest sign of change is not even the court documents. It's the fact that siblings now respond so differently in public, without hesitation. A few years ago, that would have been almost impossible, but now it feels normal. Once, unity was the strongest defense of the family, but now maintaining that unity is becoming harder with each passing year. And judging by online reactions, viewers are noticing every single crack